Well, good morning. It's time for another delicious edition of Texas Oatmeal. We're off to a rough start. We left at 5 a.m.-ish. Drove in the dark, in the fog. We've made it to Cracker Barrel. Good old Cracker Barrel. That sign's way up there. We need a real pit stop for breakfast. Chad's car is running a little rough. We're gonna get some food and get back on the road. See if we can make up some time. Yeah. Well, Cracker Barrel was delicious because it always is. Chad's car started. It's idling well. So we're looking good. Missed it. Wasn't expecting there to be a tunnel when we came around that corner. Dang it. And Chad's car's still sputtering, popping. It sounds pretty bad. Okay, I may have spoke too soon as we were sitting on the side of the road with Chad struggling to make his car run. But we had an emergency response vehicle show up, and this guy to help make sure we don't get run over. Ooh, come on, baby. Definitely not how today was supposed to go. This is the status of Chad's car now. We're taking the swing arm off to get the fuel tank out of the way to replace a fuel line that we think is bad, which is probably the reason that we have no power.
Cross our fingers.
Billy and Chad have done this twice.
This is our third time
already, so they at least know what to do. So hopefully this won't take forever, but you know, whatever. It's got to be done.
I'm thinking about an hour.
Billy says an hour. All right.
It takes us 30 minutes in a garage.
So we're gonna do a little time lapse.
Get up. 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 Get up.
Hours later. Well, putting the gas back in her. She's running. It sounds right. I think it's fixed. It better be fixed, because we don't want to keep doing this. Pull over to the side of the road stuff. We're gonna change Chad's name to Pit Stop or Dillweed or something. I'm not sure. Not Vandershark. continues. Pothole took out the push rod for the shock.
Alright.
Okay, so our fix, because we couldn't find the right part, is the end of the jack. We cut it,
Alright, we'll let you know.
and we're smashing it so it'll fit.
You gotta make sure that doesn't move on us.
wouldn't go
Roadside
too far,
Vanderhall
check it.
parts, buddy.
So smashing it with the top of the jack stand as the hammer. I gotta look busy. Then it comes in with the assist.
Yeah.
I gotta get the Walt in the picture. Yeah.
There's that battery. Just flip this thing over and drill another hole. There you go, son.
Thank you, Dad.
See, Dad taught you something.
That'll get us home, boy. Just don't hit any more jackpots.
Well, the crew that left at 5 a.m. ended up in this McDonald's parking lot to fix Chad's broken car from the giant pothole. And the rest of the crew caught us. Daniel and them caught us. Troy caught us. And they left hours after we did. So, it's been a fun day. I don't even bother to show everybody the fix that we did on Billy's. You see that right there? That is a 10mm wrench holding the ball joint into the bottom arm. Yep. Ken and Sandy Winchester. Ken came out there, looked at it for about 10 minutes and came in and said, I got a fix for it, you just need a 10mm wrench. And sure enough, that was the fix. So thanks, Ken. Good morning. It's a little early. Not too early. Nothing like we've been leaving. We're here at another Airbnb. Happens to be used as a wedding venue. We got this cool little stone archway. Imagine they set out chairs and stuff here and, you know, do the whole thing, do the whole wedding deal. It's pretty. We're in Arkansas somewhere. So, yeah, a cool chandelier. A little walkway this way. Let's see where this goes. The timeout chair for Billy. It's not really a pretty house. It's kind of ugly. A lot of shrubbery and stuff. Turtle. Well, the bad luck finally bit me. I come out here and fully uncover the car. And in this corner, as I go to pull this corner back, I realize there's ants crawling all over the Vanderhall here. Found their way in to the little tiny bit of food, like just the crumbs, essentially, that were in my car from a little bit of trash that was in there. So the tip of the day is, if you park your Vanderhall outside, make sure there's no trash, food sources in your car, so that the ants don't climb in and invade your Vanderhall. Well, this is where I normally say, and just like that, we're back from another amazing day. But it's been several days, and some of them weren't so amazing. The last day. Last day was good. Second to last day. Monday, the day we were supposed to make the 17 or so hour drive home all the way through, was a beating, to say the least. We call this a Vander fam because we all stick together, we help each other out, and we all got everything running, everything fixed. You know, thanks to Ken for helping us figure out how to fix Billy's with the little wrench on the bottom. I mean, such a simple solution, and it worked the whole way home, never budged. It was perfect. Billy and Chad having to tear the fuel tank out to get to the fuel pump and replace the hose that had come off or come loose or broke or whatever it was. I never even actually saw what the problem was. But fuel line on the fuel pump was the issue. We replaced it and it worked the rest of the way, no problem. So they had already taken it apart once before, had had all that apart. So they knew how to do it and thankfully had all the tools, and we were able to get it to an O'Reilly's and get all that done. I mean, so a little team effort there. I mean, I helped a little bit, not really. Mostly they did it and I sat and watched. And then, you know, having to fix Chad's push rod on the suspension when it broke. It was a huge pothole. That's really nothing, has nothing to do with anything other than just, you know, pure road hazard. And just probably hit just right to break that. That happens in the RC car world a lot. People talk about how you break something like that. There's push rods on some of these RC cars with cantilever suspension, and they break. You hit something just right and it breaks that, and you wonder, you know, how did that break and nothing else did? This was the case. And luckily the handle of the jack just ended up being the fix for it. I mean, luckily we had, you know, tools there. They had to go buy a hacksaw. They actually went to try to find the proper material to fix it. Bought a hacksaw though while they were there, and that was enough to cut through it. We had the drill and the drill bits and everything. So got everything fixed, and you know, mine did good other than the ants. I didn't have any issues. So the top held up really well for that long of a drive to and from. I took it off when we were there because I wanted to see the view without the top on, but to and from, no problems. Never had to retighten anything. It stayed tight the whole time. It was easy to take off when we got there, and I just put it in the garage. But I mean, you definitely could roll it up and store it behind the seats. I mean, the whole event overall was amazing. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna have. I think we definitely need better communication between the group as we're driving. Troy has a little headset thing that he can run in his helmet. I definitely think we need that next time. It's too complicated to get all the people all the way over, give them a heads up for we're turning, where we're going. All that. We use Facebook Messenger to send messages, but you can't always look at it. Obviously, it's dangerous to text and drive, right? So, you know, with people with passengers, it isn't too bad, but with me, you know, I'm having to try to look at that and navigate and pay attention to the road and everything. It's a lot, and it stressed me out. I was definitely stressed on the way home. Finally let Jamie take over. Jamie got in front for a while. Eventually, Chad got in front for a while. Yeah, there's some stress with an event like this, but overall, huge success. I'm so glad we met the people that we did, and you know, overall we had a great time. The Tail of the Dragon is really cool, so for those of you that didn't come, plan for it next year. I think we'll probably do it around the same time. It didn't seem too crowded. It definitely seemed like it was an off weekend. I mean, there was definitely people there, but it wasn't crazy. So I mean, we'll probably do it around the same time next year. So if you didn't come this year, plan for it next year. So that's it for today, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of life, you keep the